welcome, everybody. Here, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. Wrestling's entertainment champions. That's right, heels, pops, and chair shots. We back at it again. Can you hear me this time?
You know what it is. It takes us a couple tries. We've only been doing this for 300 some odd episodes.
How many episodes? 302 to be exact.
302? This episode's still called 301?
Something like this.
Oh, okay. I mean, all right, so then you know how it goes.
You get the drift.
How's everybody doing, though?
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Welcome back, our new viewers, old viewers. Glad you can be with us.
Could be anywhere in
Ready
the world.
for us to show you our little Willy Wonkas?
Wow.
Hey.
Speak for yourself, young man.
Isn't that what that trick said to that? I don't know. Listen.
No, he called her Scrum de Leonches bar.
Ooh.
Just like I call your mom.
You see, I knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time.
But
you know what else is a matter of time?
This podcast.
It's
baby.
all a matter of time.
Time is,
and that's why you got to go to foco.com for all your officially licensed merch, because times are ticking and sales are happening, baby. So you got to go check out foco.com, FOCO.com, and get your officially licensed merch. And what? NCAA, NFL. Yo, WNBA hot right now, baby. Yo, get it. Get it, because the getting's good.
Caitlin Clark, baby.
Hey.
Indiana Fever.
Hey, but fuck Indiana. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is
Not the Fever.
Knicks, baby, you already know. Doing it in work without
stuff.
with
Fuck your life.
Lacking of a roster as well. But not like us. We don't lack rosters. We do our damn thing, rain or shine, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the bad guys are here with another talk of the town for you. Wrestling for your assling. Are we ready for what's AEW's new paper? I don't even remember the name of the fucking
Double
paper.
or nothing.
Double or nothing?
You forget that one?
Is it that
Yeah,
one?
And this is the fifth year. It's only the fifth year that it's happening.
It's only
Right?
episode 302, but you know.
Only Sasha Banks. I mean, Mercedes Moné is going to be on it.
We're going to talk about her tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about Dynamite. We're going to talk about Tony Khan. We're going to talk about some Vince. We're going to talk about some Triple H. What else we going to talk about, guys?
Hooters.
Fathers.
Remember Hooters?
Hooters.
You ever had dinner
shout out
there?
to these 4 dads that helped raise us.
Oh.
Right? Help raise us right, you know? You know what I'm saying, man? Saying what I'm knowing?
Cara de sandwich.
Speaking of saying what I'm knowing, Kenny Omega, ladies and gentlemen, knowing what Triple H is saying, Kenny Omega showing love to what Triple H's booking is looking like these days. You can't say the same about everybody's booking.
I mean, is Kenny Omega hinting at joining the E?
I knew
Down the
some
line?
asshole was going to jump to that conclusion. Yo, Kenny Omega gave props to somebody.
Well, bend over and call me the asshole.
I mean, you do it yourself. But the fact of the matter is, I kind of appreciate Kenny Omega just being, it makes him look very impartial to say shit like this. Like it's, and it comes off genuine. I think this is the most I've ever liked Kenny Omega. Just keeping it real, just being like, yo, I like what Triple H is doing. You know, the biggest AEW ass kisser Meltzer. Yo, I don't really like what he's doing. Yo, like he's
been turning on him. Like
lately.
He
practically told Meltzer to go fuck himself.
Yo, for real. Nah, because you can only give out so many stars, right?
He broke the rating scale. He broke something in his brain. But
he did say that it was his fault.
It was Kenny Omega's fault because for Kenny Omega being amazing. But I was never a Kenny Omega fan, and I don't know. I always found his whole deal cheesy.
Okay.
But right now, like him coming off so authentically on the stream and just voicing his opinion in a way that I think that looks very relatable. I think it's something that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool to see
him now.
A little bit.
He's like your cousin and shit.
That's my boy.
Hey, ese tío mío.
That's my boy. When we talk about injuries, we can't go too far.
He's your golden lover?
Injuries.
Hey. There's a lot of golden things out there.
Showers?
Hey, listen.
Tickets, golden ticket.
Hey.
Hi, Willy
Wonka. Shout out to Willie and his Wonka over
all
there
right.
at NXT.
Don't be talking about Wonka right
I'm
now.
just saying, he puts it on a promo. You can put it on a shirt, right? Sell it. Merch, baby. You already should know.
Yo, speaking about merch real quick. Did anybody peep that WCW jacket that Lash Legend was wearing? That shit was fire. That purple with the yellow WCW letters.
Oh, shit.
Shit was fire.
It looked like one of them jackets we see at
Chalk
Mania
line,
time,
chalk
chalk
line.
line joints. Yeah,
Chalk line joints.
chalk
That shit
line.
was
They be
fire.
making some fire ass jackets, man. And short. I have their Bret Hart shorts.
Shout out. Oh, yo, you
Yeah.
do, bro.
Yeah.
Does it say "fuck Goldberg" in the back?
No, it's actually says they don't wrestle like Hogan.
That part.
That's what they say now.
The
'Cause
you.
that's what we gonna
you-
talk about. Brett, that's right. Brett the shit man fart once again explains why he and his technical prowess ages like fine wine, baby.
Liar, man.
Yo.
Is he lying? Is he really like? Who wants to say, "Oh, I wrestled like Hogan"? Back in the like, who do you think? Other than I give you John Cena is probably the closest you've gotten to a Hogan-esque wrestler, right? He has the 5 moves of doom, pander to the crowd, in, out, get out of there.
Cena, yeah, pretty much.
That's who I feel, right? I feel like the mood just changed, and we're gonna,
Remember when
start getting
remember
all-
when Cena would get those chants you can't wrestle? And he tried to wrestle, but he really can't.
Yo, but I guess that's a good point right there. Hogan was not like he was gonna wow you with moves. That was Bret Hart.
But
Yeah.
weren't there videos that surfaced of Hogan like actually wrestling
Hart,
in
right?
Japan?
Yeah, and he could move, but he still know Bret Hart. Like he didn't know. Yo, I don't know. People probably gonna take this away, but Bret Hart is probably the smarter of the two wrestlers if you had to really think about it, right? Like
because he thought long term.
I'm saying like in terms of like putting together a dope match, like
Okay,
really
yeah.
making it like sports like.
But as a character, he was dull.
Damn, someone said it. Wait, who? Bret Hart?
Dull. Yeah, Bret Hart as a character.
Oh, he was dull. I thought you
was
said
dull.
dope, and I was like,
dull.
I hated Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I hated Bret Hart because he was whack on the mic, and I think that Bret Hart was the better pro wrestler, and Hulk Hogan will be the greatest sports entertainer.
Right, because it's safe to say that Bret Hart was the Daniel Bryan back then, right?
That's the problem I see with that though, with that statement, because
Greatest is
it's
strong,
just Daniel Bryan. Maybe AJ Styles, and only because what? Cody said it in a promo. I take AJ Styles more of a Shawn Michaels 10 times out of 10 before I take him as a Bret Hart. Maybe, yeah, the excellence of execution is there. He's a technician, but I don't see Bret Hart right away when I see AJ Styles. I don't even see Shawn Michaels right away, but I'll see Shawn Michaels before I see Bret Hart, if that makes any sense. Who do you think wrestles like Bret Hart today?
Daniel Bryan?
Besides him.
Oh, besides him?
There's a lot of guys.
What's his face? From New
No.
Japan.
That
That wrestled Daniel
that
Bryan.
guy that
The
wrestled.
guy, he had hair and shit.
No.
He didn't have eyes
Yo,
though,
the guy
right?
that wrestled.
He had
remember the guy
eyes?
that
That's
wrestled?
crazy, bro.
Yo, suck my teeth, bro.
Nah, but I'm saying like there are guys
El
that wrestle
Flaquito.
a more technical style
With the submission
wrestling.
maneuvers.
You're really not helping.
You know who I'm talking
You're-
about.
Zack
you're
Sabre
not doing
Jr.?
a good job.
Yes, ese tigre.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, actually, pretty much. But there's a. I feel like there are guys that maybe, I mean, definitely not as good as anybody like Bret
No,
Hart
it
or
is.
Zack Sabre Jr. or Daniel Bryan.
Right.
But there are people who lean on that style, on the technical style. There can only be a few people like Cena's and Hogan's. And I say this
that
very,
it works.
I say this very reluctantly because of how I feel personally. But Hogan's like sports entertainment, market worth, like name recognition. Yo, it's up there. Like you ask 10 wrestling fans and 10 of them know Hulk Hogan.
I'll give you that style done correctly is the more lucrative style.
Yeah.
It is the one you want the most because it's the most successful, makes the most money, and look at that. Everybody knows a Hulk Hogan. And that's
Facts.
what you want at the end of the day, right?
Facts.
Then I think that's probably why you can't
Only-
have everybody have that.
Only I said it wrong. Only fans would know a Bret Hart.
I know
Like
only
anybody would know a Hulk Hogan.
But now is
People
it safe
outside
to
of
say that
wrestling.
somebody has surpassed that? And now we have The Rock. And I
Okay?
think The Rock is bigger than Hogan.
He's the new Hogan.
Well, think about
modern
this, right?
day-
There are wrestling fans that don't really know or didn't really know Rock as an in-ring performer. Like it was just something that happened so long ago.
So they know him more as a Hollywood actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But now him bringing that crowd into wrestling once again and
Oh,
bringing
more casuals. Yeah.
all those casual viewers.
You know, casuals are just the easiest people to bring into wrestling. Like I saw
No.
I saw a meme the other day. Somebody's talking
They're
about
not.
how how wrestling is just they were so fascinated about Mania and how everybody flipped their shit when they heard the gong. It's envious for casuals. Casuals can't seem to fathom that in unison, one sound can make over 80,000 people lose their shit. It's because we all know.
But that's not the
We
sound that
all
we wanted to
watch.
hear that day.
It don't matter. It sparks a reaction, and casuals aren't used to that. They're not invested in something so much that they hear a song or they hear a noise and it triggers an emotion quickly.
The crowd in France
Look at that.
for
Incredible.
what was Backlash?
That they took over that entire pay-per-view. Like
They,
it was,
did you see the texts that they were getting of noise alerts?
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
that's just wild, bro.
I mean, that's almost Slammy status, right? Like we won Slammies, but France was up there.
Hard cam was shaking.
I mean, yeah, hard cam was shaking.
No, you get hard from the.
Listen, all I'm saying is it's easy to get the casuals in with pro wrestling when it's doing its job, when we're selling out arenas and the crowd's popping like the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Woo! That's a thing, chat. That's not a Madison Square Garden thing. They got that from WWE.
Efferbead.
Efferbead.
F. Trey Young.
Speaking of WrestleMania 40, the man was there. Taker. Talk to me about Taker's work ethic, because he's talking about oh wait, that's the wrong picture.
That's the wrong picture, but look, Undertaker says he looked like a freaking giraffe running to get ready for his spot with The Rock.
Jeffrey the Giraffe?
He had to run a lot. He was like, he was ready to do whatever he had to do in the ring, but that run to the ring, he had to run a little bit. He was out there. You saw the clip of him?
Yeah. I mean, we were there. We saw him. We saw the giraffe run. I mean, we saw him running from the nosebleeds.
You know what's funny? Undertaker goes on to say, like, he's like, I wouldn't hold the WWE up for money. You caught that? Did you catch
what?
him say that? Yeah.
Did I read that correctly? Read 85 different times, and then I thought about it, and I was like, holy shit.
What did you get from that?
He's not wrong.
What did you get from that, though?
I got Austin.
That's exactly what I
got from
that. I was like,
shame on you. Shame. And anybody else says that, yo, I'm losing my shit. And we're ranting. We're getting wrestlers canceled. Because Austin don't deserve that kind of heat. Austin can do whatever the fuck he wants. But it's Taker. It is the dead man. It is the legendary loyal wrestler, right? Never left WWE. Vince's right hand. Came back and did it for didn't hold no money. I don't know if he did it for free, but
no, he definitely did not do it for free.
But he didn't help up WWE for no money.
Right.
And that was clearly a shot at Austin.
He said that, like, he said the story made sense, so he wanted to be a part. Bro, you got a check. You're like, oh, look it. All I got to do is run to the ring from 50 yards away.
But you see, I kind of...
he was involved in a 2-year feud, bro. What took 2 years for us to get, my man, they just called him like a couple of nights before. Yo, you trying to get paid? Come through.
And then he didn't even know until 15 minutes before he was he was in the
he was
chilling with us in the suites. That Mania.
He did dip, like,
when he dipped, he got the text. Mm-hmm. That was like, yo, we're gonna meet downstairs in 15. Hurry up. And he's like, yo, I gotta go. I was gonna ask him his secret and shit, but he left. I was like, yo, I gotta go.
He was gonna teach us how to choke slam.
All right, bro, priorities, bro. Get out of here.
Choke slam. Have you
slam
ever choke slam from the back?
Wow.
Hey, yo,
that's crazy.
Sounds entertaining.
Me neither.
Yeah, Taker's the only one that can say this. I'm not mad at him.
You know who doesn't have a problem right now?
Who doesn't have a problem right now?
Cash Wheeler.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, has been canceled. Here is your winner as a result of a settlement. Cash Wheeler? Oh my God.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm like, all right, justice, I guess,
Keep
or
it
not.
moving. Let's keep it rocking.
That's
I
what he
saw
said.
people upset about this. I guess this is something to be upset about. I don't know. You know,
I think I'd be upset too if, because I remember when I was upset about hearing this the first time, I was upset at like
what part
just the gall that he had,
to carry?
just because of a stupid road rage. I think was it road rage or some shit.
Yeah, it was
Is
something
that what
along
the
those
story
lines.
was?
I think he was
man.
like cut off or something,
Yeah, and
he
he
like
pulls his gun out,
pulled
like,
out a strap.
Oh, I didn't.
because
I knew that.
that's really what, like, come on, man,
Oh, that is pretty trash.
like, really.
And now they reached a settlement and they're not going forward.
They're not going forward, and I mean, it's what rich people do, I guess, and celebrities, and he is part of the
I
greatest
didn't
tag team
realize
in the
that
world.
was the situation. I didn't realize that he was just pulled. I thought he just got pulled over and they found it.
No,
I didn't
he
know it was a
pulled it
road
out
rage
on
incident.
somebody or some shit, and
He pulled it out on somebody.
he pulled it out, and then the gun came out after, and it was just like, I don't know, man. The whole situation
Legend is that Vic the Villain sent them feet pics,
Elviano.
and he pulled it out, and he got caught.
Cash wins again. Cash wins again.
Cash rules everything around him.
Man, that sucks though. Because will it happen
Until
again?
until next time, right?
Right. Tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, man, I don't know
That guy
about all
died.
that.
You got that one?
That guy died.
Hey,
That guy DUD.
How you spell that wrong?
Hey, speaking of problems, who doesn't have problems these days?
Cash Wheeler.
No,
Cash
we
Wheeler has
did
no
that one
problems
already.
right now. No, I'm saying he got no problems right now.
Livy Morgan reminiscing about her time at Hooters and when WWE picked her up and saved her.
Yo, and
From
one
the
fellow
drama.
HPC member,
Hey,
Old School Joe, fun fact, said that once upon a time, back in the late 90s,
Oh no.
back in the once upon a times.
back when Roy Rogers was a thing.
Yo,
shout out
and they
to
had
40.
play areas.
You remember Roy Rogers on 49th Street?
Me neither.
With the play areas,
No,
huh?
I do. I actually do. I actually do.
Stop playing.
Yo, so Old School said that Liv Morgan served him
She might have
back
served
in the
him
day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Was that in Elmwood Park?
No, that had
in
to
Hackensack. I
Hackensack.
think.
Hackensack.
Yeah, shout out to Hackensack, New Jersey.
Shout out to
Yeah, out
Hackensack.
here, you already know. Producing
that spot is
beautifully talented women
You
champions.
see, this is why we can't nice thing. Can't even do that. Yo, did y'all see the clip of her arrest?
Yo, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Because it just leaked to public.
Yeah, elite, whatever.
Yeah.
So now people can watch her get
Okay.
arrested. for
Yo,
weed.
so storyline wise, how you guys feeling about her and Dominic moving along together
You saw that? You saw her come out that dressing room on Monday?
I
with
love
his
it.
little purple bandana
His little
in
purple
the
what?
pocket?
Hey.
His tiny purple bandana.
I like the teasing. I like the
You know that little pocket on the side of your jean. Now we know what that little pocket's for.
I mean, you already know when Rhea comes back, she'll be a face. She's gonna get popped.
So what a way to turn her face,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta keep the heat on Liv here, and yeah.
I fuck with it.
Take my money.
I like whether anything happens or not, right? I like that other things that happen other than storylines, right? Like I like when like this happens. Nothing has to come of this.
Mhm.
Nothing has to come of this. Nobody like this might not turn into anything. It was just a thing that we saw in the background.
Here, right? Like,
Yeah. And then maybe one day we pull this out or don't pull this out. Things I like things happening in the background so that you can always pull from a place that feels natural.
right.
You know, a place that feels like, oh, yo, Rhea comes back and there's a storyline built in there. Or not. Right? It's not something that's super obvious. There's a purple bandana. They could both be like, yo, you overreacting.
The casuals have no idea this is going on, by the way.
I would
I don't understand that too. Like, casuals watch the same Raw program that I watch. How do they not see these things?
Because they choose to enjoy it. You want to be an asshole.
You're right. You're so right.
Put everything under the microscope.
I underestimate the young loyalty in casuals and how easily it is for them to love what they first see. And
I mean, like, think about this, right? You read a kid a children's book, right? And that children's book is everything to them, right? You read, whatever. My daughter,
Freckle juice.
I'm reading like princess stories and those. I'm like, this shit is whack as hell. This is ass. This is a hot pack of ass.
My question is, are you wearing a dress while you're reading?
I will neither confirm nor deny, and it's none of your business. But I will say,
are you wearing underwear underneath the dress?
I'm reading the story to my daughter.
Oh.
All right, and I'm talking about like some of these stories are like, yo, this bitch fell asleep, and then some dude just kissed her, and now she awake and they married. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now she's awake and they married.
Honey, this bitch fell asleep, and then this motherfucker gonna come and kiss her.
I just came, no consent, just kissed her on her mouth. Wake up, toots. We married. Wake up, like that shit is. It just sounds crazy to me. But here's this child that has no concept of consent or what that story means, or right. She just knows that it's a cool little story. Yeah. So they all
got pictures in it, and it's
awesome. And so in like this young, ignorant, like just pure sense of excitement, they're having a great time.
They love it.
But you and your jaded viejes
experience,
old ass. Back in my day,
hell yeah,
this meant something. Nah, man.
We beat him with a roll up.
Let Liv carry around a purple bandana because she left the pink one at home. I want it to make no sense. Just, there's a thing.
Not a sense at all.
I think
make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Mira, Dave Meltzer thinks, and that was the moment where he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, Meltzer.
But he proceeded to do this thing called thinking and opinions, and decided to say that Mercedes Moné seems to need a change up over here around these parts over here.
CEO.
Get Show podcast in the building. Shout outs to Get Show Pod. Get Your ass at it. Nah, what's good, fellas? What's good, boys? We out here live and in living color. We are now.
You ready? No.
We are now rocking with the best. Yo, Mercedes Moné. What do we think?
I think he's not wrong where he says she needs to change, but I don't think anybody knows what that is yet. Because I
mean, look at who her first opponent is gonna be in AEW. It's an uber babyface Willow Nightingale. Like, clearly, you're the heel in this situation when it comes to Mercedes.
Is that she just came back, right? And then she hasn't had a match yet. All she's done is talk.
And your first match is a title shot at one of the biggest pay-per-views.
And she's a babyface at that, right? So she has to be you kind of almost expect her to turn here or do something crazy to be considered a heel.
Hold on.
But she's still doing WWE stuff.
Yes, mannerisms.
Yeah, like she's still talking like she's in WWE or like expecting the WWE reaction from the crowd. And I think that's what's hurting her.
And let's face it, there's nobody on that hard camera side.
Oh, that's what she's. But look, I think that y'all seen what Julia said. You know, Julia
Hart.
No, I think she's from Stardom.
Julia, now she's in NXT now.
Yeah, she's in NXT. She said she went to WrestleMania
and she was blown away, right?
Oh yeah.
Blown away. There's nothing like 80,000 fans.
She's unsatisfied now.
The roar of the crowd, and now she is addicted and unsatisfied until she gets there. Monet, she been there. She done that. That's a regular Monday, Friday for her.
She don't know how to be.
She don't know how to really not have that electricity built in to her. Like, not to say that she's not a draw. She absolutely is. But it certainly helps when Jordan has Rodman and Pippen, and like when his team is stacked.
Yeah.
To come out and also be, a stud on that roster. She was a stud on that roster. Right now, not to say that people aren't great in AEW, but when you look at who's in the crowd is just not the same. The reactions are not the same.
Nah.
And then I guess once again, right, like we look at Mercedes Moné, people find her fantastic, but she is a little WWE. I mean, that made her.
Mhm.
Don't forget that that's where the money's at.
Right.
Yo, Jay-Z used to rap about what? He used to rap about bullshit and money and
Blunts,
drugs, blah, blah,
40s,
blah.
and other things.
He started rapping about like serious shit. I ain't been rapping like common sense,
Right.
right? Because it's about money. If you go back, if you're put in a new situation, you're gonna go to old reliable, to what works. And she's doing all the shit that worked in WWE and it's working for her now. She's just, you gotta calibrate to what the reaction is gonna be, because
Yeah, it's not gonna be the same.
they ain't 18,000 people at every show.
Let's
2,000,
face it.
3,000.
Shit.
You know what's gonna wind up
You know what I'm
happening.
saying?
There ain't 800 people at every show.
Just get ready, because you know what's gonna wind up happening.
She gonna win?
I'm gonna call it right now. Mercedes is gonna win, but she's gonna win it as a heel. She's gonna run her mouth, and guess who's gonna come back and interrupt her? It's gonna be the battle of the three letters: CEO versus DMD.
DMDs.
Wow.
People are gonna watch this match because it's gonna sell.
And that's gonna bring reactions.
Yeah, no,
I
I see that.
I
I
don't
can
even
see
know
that.
if that necessitates a title, to be honest.
But do you think you throw? Who are you throwing to who in this situation? DMD to Mercedes, or are you throwing Mercedes to DMD?
I would like to see Willow win
That's
with
also,
the DMD interference.
that might not also be out of the picture either.
Does Sasha really need the title? Yo, hold on. The title's a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
The title's a gimmick.
yeah.
Right.
We got to put this shit
Willow
over.
definitely needs it more than Mercedes does.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely.
Mercedes has this. Undertaker said it himself. He doesn't need the title,
Yeah,
right? He didn't need the title. He was
Bray
an
Wyatt
aura.
didn't
He
need the
was his
title.
own thing,
yeah.
right? Mercedes right now doesn't necessarily need the title. If you're in that position, you want to put over other people, right? You know, a la Christian. Not to say that she'll never get the title. Christian was a TNT champion, right? But to elevate the people around him, right? Christian started beef with all the young folk, right? He got Nick Wayne in his pocket. He doing his thing. Mercedes Moné coming from the farm, right? Coming from WWE, putting on those kinds of performances. Yo, I've been at the championship game. Watch me rock. Let me show you. Follow my lead. Willow, follow my lead. I got you. All right. I'm gonna be a leader out here, is what they say. All right. Now I follow Britt Baker. Now Britt Baker and her can have a run while Willow is still champion.
Yeah.
You can have a whole nother thing going on over there.
Yeah, that makes sense if she can cost her the match and they go off this way and keep Willow shining, keep Willow running with that
DMD
title.
could be like, yo, I came from that show too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't need to sit here and be like, yo, you're going to overshadow everybody here.
Right.
I'm still that bitch. Like, she could come out and just be like, yo, DMD, Joker, it ain't about CEO. So, I don't want a Sasha win here. I don't want a Mercedes Moné win here.
So you're giving a dusty finish.
I'm giving a dusty finish to produce more television. Mercedes wins the championship.
She'd be okay once she gets in the ring. Everyone be all right. That's what I feel about it too.
Yeah.
Let her get back in the ring.
But Mercedes, but I don't know. She wins the championship, and then what? Then now it's just a bunch of people chasing her.
Yeah.
Or she gets distracted, goes after DMD, and then or somebody else. I mean, whatever. And then the title could have a life of its own. That's how you build a division.
Okay.
Having multiple things going on.
And it's easier to build a division when you have prominent star power and prominent role players. And even when those role players become starters, right? Cueing Drew McIntyre and his stardom, apparently, that some may say even granted him his new contract because he was let's not beat around the bush. He wasn't looking too good in re-signing. What, maybe 2-3 months ago? Was it two? Wait, I don't know. Maybe a little long because he's been kind of
like
on
the beginning of the year. He was like iffy.
We were talking about AEW
Right.
in London.
We thought that he was gonna probably be gone after Royal Rumble.
Right. So I think the promos helped. The CM Punk definitely helped.
Yo,
That's been a thing of beauty. That thing that's benefited both wrestlers.
that
really.
shit's
Right.
lit a fire under his ass.
And then, of course, the most recently, he is the champion without being the champion, right? That's not it. That's not it either. That's not it either.
Oh
That's not
my
it. That's it.
god, this guy.
This
Seth
guy's a butthole.
Rollins
This guy's a butthole.
took himself beyond the limit against me. Jey
Stinky
Uso
dirty.
had to use more than 2 moves against me. CM Punk is showing he ain't washed. He's against me. Finally proved he's had some chops. That is Damian Priest, of course, against me. And I'm the one settling the ball right now on Raw. I'm bringing out the best in others. Champion without my championship. Stop me when I'm telling lies.
Woo, CM Punk watching that.
I mean, copyright infringement?
You know, Seth Rollins was that guy for a while, right? Every once in a while, I mean, not every once in a while, like you always need that guy, and right now Drew's that guy. That's how you build more people. I think Drew's doing an amazing job of what he got. I think that the way he's spitting out his credentials always keeps him in the main event picture, even when he's not. I mean, he's up there, King of the Ring, champion. Like he's in those conversations anyway. I know he's injured or whatever, but he's always at the top of the card. And right now, his internet game is petty as hell.
Just how we like it.
Just how we like it, baby. That shit is fun.
It is.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, he was the one that created that memes, fucking ending CM Punk's career. Remember that?
And put it on a shirt.
Meme? And he put it on a shirt. And then CM Punk is like, damn, so for you to be the number 1 merch seller, you need my face on it? Cool, bro. Yo.
Cool, bro. I mean, any way to spin it, right? I mean, that's why he's gold. That's why people love themselves a piece of that CM Punk pie, right? Ever since the AEW back and forth drama.
I mean, as Jack Perry about that.
You know who I want to ask about that more than Jack Perry? MJF. Where the hell is he? What's going on with MJF? When's he coming back?
So in a recent what was it, like a backstage promo or something like that, Tony Khan was asked about MJF, and he said that he's legitimately out healing all his injuries.
I mean, I believe that he has been on like social media,
and I think he is under the contract.
But no, definitely on the contract.
I
mean, you would have heard.
Right, there were already been speculations of. We all thought that he was going to either show up at Mania or the night after.
Yeah,
and that didn't happen. So.
Unfortunately, not.
I'm glad. I love not knowing shit.
Yeah,
like, I love surprise me.
Same.
Yeah.
So anytime, like, you know, it's hard watching wrestling now, right? And this is where the jaded old man comes in, right? Because you've seen so many algorithms,
jaded.
right? I feel like it's Doctor Strange sometimes, right?
Oh,
skirt. It's like Doctor Strange sometimes. Like you're like, yo, I've seen every version of this. I know what the end result is gonna be. Once you watch wrestling long enough, there's only a couple storylines that really get run. They just put different flavors on them. So it's nice to be surprised.
Yeah.
It's nice to be taken for a loop. It's nice when it's successful.
I don't like loops, not even on roller coasters.
What te pasa? Te pica el culo.
Hey, speaking of picking the cooler, listen, HPC of the week.
Yeah.
I gotta go right away and give
What do you say?
Pop of the week.
Popple?
Pop snap crackle
Pop of the
popple
week.
to Mr. Swerve. It was a pop for me, but it's also a chair shot for Mr. Swerve. Christian Cage and this whole series of weeks leading up to Double or Nothing. Yo, my man, you've taken shots. You've taken his crew. You've taken his blood recently. He said, I'm taking your blood. Every week he's taking something from Swerve. And it's like already he's starting off this championship run with like some struggle, right? You know, he's not the king of shit right now because he's getting, you know, every week's getting, you know, the best of. So I gave that chair shot / pop of the week to Christian Cage and his heelness abilities.
See, that's my heel of the week.
I mean, yeah.
That's my hit. Yo,
I think Christian hit all three. Christian hit all
You?
three
How?
in
You
one
give him a
week.
chair shot?
I get it's a negative for Swerve, right? He's been getting picked on all freaking week, every all month leading up to this shit.
but it's good to see your champion have flaws. Like if you're gonna write,
Yeah.
especially a baby face,
You don't want him
need,
to be too crazy.
You need Joe was kind of a tweener, but he was just this bully and he said whatever he wanted to, and it was just different, right? There was this attitude. Swerve's got this attitude, but he's not Joe. He's not like physically imposing like that. Like he's got to be like sadistic a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got to be put in a corner for him to fight from behind. And I think stop playing. I think that Swerve in this position is playing to his strengths. You know, there's only so many times you could do that, but right now he's really looking. I guess he's getting kind of punked by Christian. I think that's the point for Christian to look so strong that when Swerve goes over him when it matters, it matters.
He gonna swerve when he drives.
That's what all the great baby faces do, right? Like, you know, Darby Allin knows how to look. Darby Allin knows how to look like a sack of shit until he's got to win. You know what I'm saying? Like
that apparently gets hit by a bus.
Yo, he gets hit by a bus. He breaks his foot. He does anything but climb Mount Everest.
Everything but climb Mount. Exactly.
Oh my god, you can't write that shit.
You can't write that shit. But he out here, and he always looking sympathetic. Like he's always gonna be the baby face because of it. So having him in this position, I think is good for Swerve. Swerve comes from an area of strength in that regard. I think when he's gonna put pen to paper and really be like the sadistic dude that he's gotta be, I think that's what you want to see in the story, right? Joe was just too strong, and he was just picking fights with like Hangman and whatever. You know, it was just like big matches, big. He was good. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't the same. Swerve and him can't have the same formula.
Nah.
The championships can't look the same, like the runs.
No, they can't. And yeah, this is definitely a little different. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it a lot. HPC of the week for y'all.
Heel of the week, Young Bucks for firing one Chris CB. Christopher
Daniels.
The
Hall of Famer. Christopher, that's right. He was in the
he could have had a promo on social media.
He did.
I like what they're doing, but it's just another layer to their because they've
evolved.
They've evolved. I don't know. I wouldn't say they changed character a lot, but this is finally a character change.
A character change for sure.
They changed character a lot. Yeah. I think that there's a different intention now. Like maybe they were still kind of snarky assholes, but they have like an intentional, like, I'm gonna fuck you over because I'm the boss.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like before it's just like, I could be a wise ass. I'm a little smart.
They're kind of like what Vince McMahon could have been if he knew how to wrestle.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Put it like that.
Himself.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
Vince McMahon, former WWE champion, former Royal Rumble winner. Yeah.
How we feeling about those Reebok sneakers that are coming out on Champs for the Young Bucks?
No way.
The Young Bucks did a collab with Reebok.
See, you know,
I mean,
that's my chair shot of the week right there.
You know why it's a chair shot though?
Reeboks.
Because
tell them.
No son Reebok. Son Reebok, no son Nike. Y tampoco son Jordan tampoco, because the real deal was when Roman Reigns signed a Nike/Jordan deal with, Jordan. So I'm not gonna,
So if Jordan got Roman Reigns and y'all got Reebok,
esos son Reebok, no son Nike.
Get your money up. Young Bucks.
I like that song.
It don't look the same. I mean, 50 Cent was dope until he came out on Reebok, and you were like, "Word."
It kind of dimmed down his drip.
Like I still wanted them, but I was like,
I mean, not for nothing. You know,
he had to bounce back with them G Unit.
I mean, Shaq and Iverson are the president and vice president of Reebok. So
for real,
yeah. When it comes to basketball sneakers,
oh shit, okay.
So they probably had a say with Shaq tight with the Young Bucks, so he probably got them in there.
Okay. Hey, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because Shaq wrestled in AEW.
Yeah. We still waiting for that big match for Shaq.
He fell through a table. That's what he did. But he helped introduce us to Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Which is always a pop.
Shout out to Mark Henry for bringing Jade Cargill to wrestling, by the way.
Yes. Okay. And shout outs to y'all for pulling up this week and hanging with the bad guys, ladies and gents. That's right. Another week, another tale told to y'all. Ladies and gents, appreciate those that pulled up. Shout out to Twitch, shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube, shout out to all the platforms we get your fix from. The bad guys giving it to y'all each and every week.
Wow.
Thursdays, live from
Giving it to y'all.
Giving it to
everywhere.
y'all, baby.
Giving it to y'all everywhere.
Paradito,
everywhere.
sentadito,
PCF, tell them what to
acostadito.
do on the way.
Check us out on your favorite channels on YouTube and Twitch.
Subscribe and like, hit that button right now. All right, follow us on Twitch, SoundCloud.